What's up, everyone? We are at Hitch Fit. I'm with Aaron. Amazing transformation. He started at 206 pounds. Today he stepped on the scale at 171 pounds, so 35-pound drop. Started body fat percentage at 26%. Today at 10.74, so over 15% there. 41 inch around his belly button. Today at 32 3/4, so lost over 8 inches there. Absolutely amazing. Aaron, take us back to day one, where you were at, how you got to that point, and ultimately how you found this and started.
How I got to that point was, I work an overnight job. I work third shift. I sit at a desk all night. I have a cord on my headphones. I'm plugged into a desk. I don't move. I don't take my lunch typically, so I was, 24-hour McDonald's became my best friend. I quit playing basketball. I quit doing just about anything athletic. I got tired. I got lazy. I blamed being tired all day on working all night. I blamed working all night for being tired all day. And I just let myself go for a long time, and I lost the athlete I felt like I lost.
Sure.
And we found Hitch Fit. One of my wife's friends was a client, and we saw her before and after pictures, and we said, That's the answer, let's do it, and we did it.
Cool. So what changes did you make? Were there any difficulties during the process, the workouts wise? I mean, what changes were made?
Oh, it was real hard at first, because we went from doing absolutely nothing to
Olympic athlete.
Right there, the mindset changes. It's not, oh, I don't want to do it. It's, I got to do this.
Yes. Yep.
And you got to look at what you're eating, how you're eating, when you're eating it, and realize that that's crap, and you got to change it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's how we did it. Just eat right, do it right, and get the work in. Whether you want to do it or not, you got to do it to make it work.
So a lot of people talk about, I don't have enough time. It's one of the biggest excuses that I hear. And you, your wife is self-employed. You guys have a kid, and you work an overnight. So you guys' schedules are very, different than the 9-to-5 type of deal. So how did you manage it? How did you bring that into your Hitch Fit and in the transformation into just your daily life?
We have everything really scheduled out. Her job being, scheduled appointments and things like that, and we just went through each day and said, here's this day, this day, this day, this day. Here's the time that I'm going to make to do it. You have to sit down and look and say, this is when I'm going to go do it, and go do it. And that's what we did. We just picked a day and a time that worked, and we picked times every day that worked, and we made it work.
That's awesome. So a lot of people focus on, they see a before and after picture, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But you just touched on something that a lot of people aren't thinking about. That's the internal transformation too. So you guys had just went to a basketball camp that you were in, and they did a whole bunch of health screenings and whatnot. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, it was great. It was the Shawnee Mission Med Center KU Basketball Men's Fantasy Camp at Allen Fieldhouse, and we get in, we had a healthy breakfast, they gave us blood draws, we got cholesterol checks, we got blood pressure checks. They had a whole big old long printout of what you typically get from your doctor, and it was all part of the day. And then coaching staff, the training staff come in and talk to us about nutrition and exercise, and show us a little bit of what their players go through. That was the cool part for me. I got to see what, and it was basketball specific.
Sure.
The basketball training team came in, and spent the afternoon on the court. Their players run us through the drills they go through during practice, and
cool.
It was a great time.
Awesome.
It was a good way to get a good workout.
So your health, everything came back.
Everything came back great.
Everything came out great.
Well below normal, and good to go.
Awesome. And that's the most important aspect. Like getting that after picture, that body at the end is kind of like an added bonus, because the internal health and how you feel is something that we can't necessarily show in a picture, but every client that goes through the transformation, they feel that instant energy when you wake up in the morning or at night or whenever you're waking up. And just like, I'm ready to go, let's do this, when do I eat? You start also looking at food a little bit differently than you did before. And I always express how food is fuel. And once you get your mindset into thinking food is fuel, like, you're going to succeed. A lot of times people look at food as comfort, they look at food as in times of emotional distress or whatnot, and we use food as fuel. You're like, I got to eat this food so that I perform correctly through the day, my workouts, and ultimately, a couple months later, you're looking good and feeling good and where you want to be. So what can you tell people out there that were in your position day one, what to do, where to start?
It starts mentally. I mean, you gotta look at what you're doing and how you're doing it and realize the mistakes you're making and how you're going to fix those. And you have to get in the mindset that this works, I'll make it work, and I can do it.
Yeah.
And once you get the mentality that you're going to do it and you can do it, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It starts mentally.
Yeah. Once you believe in yourself and look in the mirror
Exactly.
and say, you know.
Yeah.
And the online side is really good because it's the first time that we're meeting.
Yeah.
And you know, if you can follow a plan, which you and your wife, she's down 25 pounds and going through her transformation too. She's done really, really amazing. You know, if you can follow a plan, then that's the route to go. Regardless if you work with Hitch Fit or you do stuff on your own, the key is believing in yourself. You know, start watching what you're eating. You know, drink more water. And move more, ultimately. You need to move more than you're moving before, and make right choices. So what are your future goals now? What do you want to do?
I got to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to
Yeah.
maintain this. And then,
So in 5 years from now I see you and you look the same way and feel the same way?
that's the goal.
Cool.
Very good.
Amazing work, Aaron.
Thank you very
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Everybody check out Aaron's before and after transformation on hitchfit.com. Have a great day.